Guys, Primordial, what?
Something's off.
It means something's off. I just want to talk to everyone about how incredible this is. I'm going... Stop it!
Something's off.
I don't care what senses you're getting. I'm going to walk over there and I'm going to... Ah!
Something's off.
Tell me that one more time, Fiorrain! I swear to... Primordial Malzeno. I mean, what is there to say but a massive, resounding... Honestly, bravo to every single person at Capcom that had a hand in designing this bonus update monster. And even then, to call it a bonus update is to undersell what we got here. It might not be a lot of pure stuff. It's just one monster and a few little bits here and there. But that one monster is the singular most perfect capstone hunt that I could have imagined for Rise and Sunbreak. It so perfectly encapsulates the flow of the fight of Rise and Sunbreak. How you have to use wire bugs to keep up with his relentless pace and our switch skills to match his power. But beyond that, the way it weaves the narrative of the entirety of this expansion, this Master Rank journey, into it, giving us a satisfying conclusion that not only feels simultaneously epic and at the same time beautifully somber, it also answers the big question of how do we deal with Qurios. We don't. Malzeno does. And that moment where Fiorrain realizes that and changes course of action, even something like that single tear, right? It's a little bit okay, of course, but at the same time, it hits. You run in, the Qurios lay dead, and you're ending with mutual respect between Hunter and Elder Dragon, which in and of itself is poignant. It's not the case that a hunter is a mindless animal murdering machine. The guild is not out for the extermination of nature. It is harmony with nature. That are the words. So to have that for perhaps in the most direct way, in the first time ever in Monster Hunter, to be so front and center exemplified in the actual hunt itself, to quite literally realizing that what we are doing is wrong, that we shouldn't be killing this creature, that we need to let it go, and not only that, in fact help it, because that is the true way to return balance and peace to the current crisis, is, to me, honestly, one of the most wonderful moments I think I've ever experienced in Monster Hunter. And I just had to make some sort of, well, this, to talk about that fact and see if you guys felt the same. To me, this entire Primordial Malzeno experience could not be a better, radiant example for what Monster Hunter is and why it is so much more than just to take the big weapon and fight the big boss game. But to see that proven and shown so unmissably in your face with what is this, the true final fight of not just Sunbreak, but an entire 2 and a bit years of the current chapter of Monster Hunter, to have it all end with us sparing an Elder Dragon, and it being the right decision, and it feeling just, if not more impactful than some epic moment of slaying him after a desperate fight. It does create this feeling as you hunt that it is wrong. You see Malzeno struggle against the Qurio. You see his introduction that he's clearly their enemy more than he is yours. You see as the Qurio swarm him the beautiful, clear, almost heavenly skies, which again is a fantastic backdrop for what is now known as not a demon, but an angel in monster form. The Archangel to Geismagorn's Archdevil. level. That is poetic in itself, but you see the skies darken and redden as the Qurios swarm arrive to tame Malzeno, to lure him into their unholy symbiosis once again, and his resistance of that as he tries to stave you off is bloody brilliant. It really, really is. It almost feels bad to attack him, especially in his final, almost completely consumed hell mode when he is struggling, because it's like, this creature is in pain, and it only wants to not be. It wants the enemy that is causing the pain to stop, and we're running up going, ha, 3 damage, oh my god, this hunt's so hard, I'll take it. And that is something in of itself to create that kind of feeling and that impact. And all of this is to say, I've not even talked about the actual fight. Just the simple story beats that are present through it, and the fact that none of them actually interrupt the hunt. In fact, they add to it mechanically with the openings created by him fighting off the Qurio. The fact that it can give him 4 different forms as you go through the fight. The pure white, actual original Malzeno. And as a side note, the fact that that is now true. The theories we talked about, the hints that were laid, proven correct. That Malzeno by default is an enemy of the Qurio. By default, he's not a red-bloodening vampire dragon. He is a knight of the kingdom, and the kingdom is his territory, and he will defend it whether we help him or not. And finding out that the Malzeno we've known is actually the variant subspecies, and this one, despite being a variant, is how they normally are, is really a brilliant turnaround. But in any case, the actual hunt itself then, I mean, he's just got a fabulous moveset. He's fast, he's furious, he does a lot of damage, and he is relentless. But it all feels fair. His new attacks are amazing. The way he uses his sword and shield wings. And did you notice that, by the way? His official render, he is a sword and shield dragon. One wing the shield, the one in the back the sword. Very much Fiorane, very much Knight of Elgado in the aesthetic there. Really nice touch. And he uses them, again, so skillfully. The fact that he has like a, 7-8 hit combo in his final form is ludicrous, but it feels very dodgeable if you get into the rhythm. It's such a satisfying hunt on the level of Nergigante, and that does not come easily, and I do not say that lightly. He has lovely Qurio-based ultimates, the rain, the explosion, the spam teleport chain before detonating. There's just so much to him that is so good. And while, of course, he's Malzeno, he could not be more different from Malzeno, you know? And that's lovely to see in a variant too. He really does command the kind of presence and display the kind of strength that you would want for what will be your memory of Sunbreak, for what will stand out as the final thing that you did. And that is such a triumph, and this encounter is such a triumph, and I could honestly wax lyrical about it all night. I really, really could. I can't tell if I prefer his white, goldy, purple, regal, white knight-esque look, or if I prefer his black, red, flaming, I'm just, look. And that's the official technical term, I'm just raw. That's what he says when he puts on the full Qurio suit. And that, again, is something really awesome to be able to say. I mean, obviously, I probably lean to the Super Black Red mode because, you know, on brand, but it really does say a lot that I'm having a hard time choosing. Seeing him start so pure, get a little bit corrupted with just his chest and forearms, getting Qurioed, then darkening completely before finally being overloaded. It just adds this sadness as you play it out, the background music mimicking the ravagings of the Qurio, really adding to the atmosphere. And I think atmosphere is one thing. It is dripping with it. It really is. Amatsu was the big climactic, oh, did I? You know, this is the spectacle fight, the big scale, it's all happening, crazy attacks across the entire Infernal Springs. Wow! And it is wow! Whereas Malzeno in primordial form is the intimate more personal, one-on-one struggle that gets resolved to put the most lovely bow on Sunbreak. And while his armor might not completely shatter everything, the amount of slots on it certainly means there is new best sets for everyone, even if it's just one of the pieces for pure space, and his weapons aren't certainly shattering anything either, but they don't need to be. It almost feels better that he's not pulling a Fatalis or Atalcar and everyone's just going to be running around in his armor, full stop. It's definitively, this is the way now. He just adds a little bit extra with his skill, and it reflects the Qurios. Though, don't run Dereliction with Primordial Malzeno armor, as that just feels really disrespectful to his whole deal, okay? And of course, all of this is to say we're ignoring the fact that in the Hazard version you do kill him. I am going to take that as a non-canon hunt just for the challenge, which to be fair, that's what it is, so that's all well and good. I guess, really, I just couldn't not make a video talking about how much I love this entire experience, from both an actual satisfying gameplay, this is a fun hunt, a fun monster part, and this is a really wonderful moment in Monster Hunter storytelling, and one of the best examples of Monster Hunter storytelling they have ever done, and I don't think there has ever been a more storified hunt where it hasn't negatively affected the quality of the hunt. Because you get the big spectacles like Zora Magdaros that's very cinematic with story, characters saying stuff, but the actual hunt's kinda okay, woo, you know the ones I'm talking about, whereas this felt like it was filled with moments that don't happen on a normal hunt, but at the same time, it just felt like a really fucking good normal hunt against a really good challenging Elder Dragon. I am very impressed, and needless to say, the bar has been set high as Monster Hunter 6 is sprinting at it to hopefully clear it and then some. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, like if you've enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more. Please let me know how you feel, how you found it, where does it rank. It is at minimum for me a top 10 monster. It is kind of looking like it's pushing into the top 5, but I'll have to let it settle. But it definitely is, in my opinion, the single best encounter in the entirety of Rise and Sunbreak, Amatsu being a close second. So, please consider supporting the future of this channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.